Hello everybody. My name is Ty Lachelle and I am an IBO, which stands for Independent Business Owner. My business is named HS Support and I run my business on the Arise business platform. Okay, and if you are here today, then thank you so much for responding. What I'm going to do here is go over a brief info session for becoming a service partner using the Arise business platform. Okay, so it's going to be roughly about 20-ish minutes long, and if you have any other questions after listening to or watching this session, please feel free to drop your questions down in the comment section below, or I'm going to drop also the ways that you can use to contact me, which are going to be by messenger or by email. Okay, and then so in order to adhere to the time constraints, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me first start by saying thank you so much again for responding to this infomercial, and that's because you're interested in working from home. And essentially what you're going to be doing is becoming a micro call center, meaning that it might be just yourself, or maybe you decide to become an IBO as well and you want to branch out and have others become service professionals up under your IBO. Okay, so again, you'll be considered a micro call center on the Arise business platform. And then what the Arise business platform is, it's essentially a virtual global network of call centers. And this global network gives you access to Fortune 500 companies that you wouldn't normally be in contact with as an individual person, or you actually be considered a independent business owner, IBO, or independent business or service professional. Okay, so in other words, being that you're one person without the Arise platform, you wouldn't normally have this kind of access to Fortune 500 companies. Okay, so your first step in the process of working for yourself from home is watching this video. And this video is simply going to give you a brief overview, hopefully, and it will answer most of your questions. So again, this is going to be a service partner information session, or you might also hear it termed as CSP, which is called a customer service professional. On the Arise platform, you might see it on there as CSP, but when the verbiage that I would use when I'm recruiting or when I'm networking, I would say service partner, because you won't, and you have to be very careful about your verbiage when you're going into this business for yourself, just to protect yourself. You know, I want to be sure to continue to call you a service partner, or service partner, and not an employee. I do not have employees, but I do have service partners. Okay, so as a service partner or customer service professional, again, you work out of your home. You're going to be servicing incoming calls, emails, or chats with the client's customers, and the clients being whichever of the Fortune 500 companies you decide to partner with. Again, you're going to be assisting them with account inquiries, product questions, inputting their customer orders, and then also resolving their customer issues. Most of these clients, they operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but they do also have clients that will operate like 8 a.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. And it is going to be up to you as your owner and your operator. Is going to be up to you to read and study, review their schedule and bounce it against your schedule to make sure that the schedule that you want is going to line up with the schedule that the client wants, because it is not our fault or Arise's job to make sure that your schedules balance out. That's totally up to you because you are the boss. You're going to be working for yourself, okay? And then also, we also have our most important stats, which are considered our commitment adherence stats. Those are the most important. These are the ones that will kind of help you out with monetization of your business. It's another source of income because it can help get you some extra incentives, some extra bonuses, depending on the client. That again, you can also research when you're researching the client. Okay, next, customer service professional requirements or service partner requirements. You must be 18 years of age or older. Again, that's 18 years of age or older. You must be a U.S. resident or a U.S. citizen. You must have a clean criminal background check. You're going to pass a drug screening. And then you're also going to need to have access to a quiet place, like a quiet room or a quiet space in your house without distractions that you can utilize to run your business. Next, you're going to need to have high-speed internet via Internet Explorer or Firefox. And it's going to need to be hardwired. Wi-Fi is a no-no in this business. Wi-Fi, no-no. Wi-Fi, no-no. No Wi-Fi, okay? Again, it's going to have to be hardwired, and you're going to need a minimum of 10 Mbps to download and 3 Mbps to upload. That's kind of the abbreviation for what the speed is called when you're uploading and downloading as far as running your business. And then these should be in the specs of your computer or your laptop. You know, you should be able to find the specs for your equipment, and you'll be able to, you know, visually see that it says MPBS. Okay, and then next, you're going to need access to the basic computer or laptop. So you'll need the desktop or laptop. So just because you don't have an actual desktop, you can still use a laptop. Okay, you guys, that is my Simba. When I get on camera, then he tries to show out back there. Hopefully he doesn't knock anything down behind me. Let's see. Hopefully he doesn't knock anything down. He is bouncing around quite a bit back there, though. I will be honest. Again, so you're going to need basic computer skills. I'm sorry, Simba, he's got me worried that he's going to be tinkering. I should have locked him out before I started this video, but I did not. So you guys just bear with me. I'm going to try to get this over as quickly and painlessly as possible. Okay, so we need basic computer skills. You don't have to be a genius. If you know how to do updates on your computer, if you know how to power on a computer, if you know how to do hotkeys on the computer, maybe you know how to type memos, open an Excel spreadsheet, or open a Word document, maybe send a Word document. How about open snippets and take screenshots on your laptop or desktop? If you can do these things, then you should be in it to win it. And if you can't, but you are a quick learner, these should be simple things that you should be able to grasp and pick up pretty easily. So if you're willing to learn, you can definitely check this opportunity out. Okay, and also let me let you know that if you reside in these states, California, Connecticut, Maryland, Massachusetts, Oregon, Wisconsin, or New York. Again, I'm going to repeat those. California, Connecticut, Maryland, Massachusetts, Oregon, Wisconsin, or New York. If you reside in any of these states, I'm sorry, but the Arise platform does not service these states. I do apologize, and I thank you so much for reaching out. I'm sure there's other business platforms along the lines of Arise that may service your state. You just have to, Google is your friend, research. Okay, next, your computer requirements. Desktop or laptop. If you have a laptop, you can get a docking station for your laptop, or you can just attach it to a monitor if you want as well, and let it become the keyboard. There's several ways, YouTube and Google are your friends that you can make it happen if you don't already. Most people already have desktop or laptop in their homes. And just be mindful that either of the two have to be hardwired to your internet provider. Okay, you're going to need, as far as the specs for the laptop or desktop, you're going to need dual core 2.8 gigahertz or better. Again, that's 2.8 gigahertz or better. And then you're going to need 60 gigabytes or more of hard drive space. 4 gigabytes of RAM or better. A lot of the laptops and desktops have 8 gigabytes of RAM. Some business partners do require 8 gigabytes of RAM. This is where you have to do your research. You have to research the clients that you're interested in. That way you can make sure that you have the correct equipment, because Arise will not refund you, nor will the clients refund you if you don't have the correct equipment. Okay, so periodically, while you're going through your certification process, be sure to check the specs and bounce them off for your equipment that you have to make sure that you have the right thing. Okay, next, you're going to need Windows 8 or 8.1 or Windows 10. They no longer use Windows 7. Windows 7 is not supported on the Arise business platform. Again, you need Windows 8 or 8.1 or 10. Your monitor needs to be 1280 by 1024, or you can do a 1920 by 1080 full HD. And some business partners require dual monitors. So again, be sure to do your research with your prospective clients. Okay, next, I want to just throw out a few key points, things that you should be mindful of when you're going through this process. That after you do all of that and you do your information form, your basic information form, and you sign up for a certification course, you must successfully complete your training. Training is Monday through Friday. It usually lasts from 2 to 8 weeks, and it usually has a 1 to 4 hour per day service time. You're going to have homework, you're going to have quizzes, you're going to have tests, and attendance is strict adherence. Attendance is, I'm going to say it again, attendance is strict adherence. So when they say training, they mean training, because these are Fortune 500 companies that you as an individual, based off of your honor system, are going to have access to. So you are ultimately responsible. You are ultimately contracted through to these clients. So again, be realistic with your time frames, because attendance is important. If you miss, I think it's if you're late twice, it becomes an absent. If you're absent 2 or 3 times, I think you get let go from the certification process. Don't quote me on those, but again, research your clients, your service partners, or the clients that you want to sign up for. You need to research them. It is your job to research the clients that you're interested in. Okay. Schedule flexibility. After completing the certification, you go on and Starmatic and you choose your hours. So please schedule your breaks and schedule your off times around your service intervals. So if you want to break from 12 to 1, then that means don't schedule any service intervals from 12 to 1. So that way you have a built-in break. Okay, because it's up to you to schedule your breaks and to schedule your schedule. you have to go in there and make sure that you're doing it according to what your schedule is. So you're going to have to kind of know what your schedule is kind of ahead of time, and then you're going to have to stick to it. Pay rates anywhere from $9 to $8 an hour at times, depending on the client that you have. Some have pay incentives that will take up the $9 to maybe $12. It just depends. Again, you have to do the research. All income incentives belong to you as the service partner or agent. So if there's any kind of service incentive on top of the $9 an hour, it belongs to you. You get that. Me, as being your IBO, I wouldn't get your service incentive. That would go to you. Okay. Again, I am not your employer. You are not my employee. You are considered an independent contractor. So, thus you will have an independent contract agreement. So once you get accepted on the Arise platform, you put me in as your referral person, and also as your IBO, and then they're going to send me an email. Well, I will accept you, and then it's back in your court to finish out the rest of your process. Once it becomes final, you'll be considered an independent contractor. That means taxes will not be deducted from your pay. Again, you'll become an independent contractor. That means taxes will not be deducted from your pay. You will become a 1099 service partner, so you must pay your own taxes. Taxes are required quarterly. It is totally up to you. They have recommendations, which they are just that, recommendations. By no means do we give you advice or tell you what to do. I will tell you that if you're not sure about it, you should consult Legal Shields or get a lawyer, find some legal and legal binding person or business to give you advice in that area, because you are ultimately responsible for paying your taxes, and your business taxes are due quarterly. As a 1099 service partner, you will receive a 1099 from HS Support annually. So whether you make $600 or more, or you might make $100 because you didn't service very long, you're still going to send, or you're still going to receive a 1099. Now, if you don't make $600 or more dollars, or if you don't make over $600, I'm not required to send you a 1099, but I will do so just because it's easier for record keeping. And I do have to, no matter what you make, I have to report it to the IRS as part of my business taxes. Okay, and again, the 1099 is going to be sent to you annually, no matter what. Okay, let's see. I think that is pretty much all that I have. You will briefly, if you feel like you are still interested in this business opportunity, then please message me or contact below, or comment below enrollment. Comment below enrollment, and then that way I know to send you the link that you can use to go ahead and start the enrollment process. Doing such, basically you're going to create a profile. You'll go through some steps there. They'll do a background check, do your drug screening. You might have a voice analysis done. And once you get through all of that, sign your appropriate independent contract agreement with my IBO HS Support. Also, they'll give you a non-disclosure agreement. You know, those things you'll be walked through automatically once you click on start here, or, you know, start your enrollment process. And then you'll go to reviewing the clients and choosing an opportunity. If you have any questions about that as you're doing it, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you along the way. Registration or certification for opportunities are anywhere from $25 to some of them have been upwards of $150, but I've not seen very many of them that are $250. Mostly on the low end. You'll have a rise usage fee that's going to be roughly about $19.75 per pay period. Pay periods are going to be for HS support will be the 15th and the last day of the month. And you know, that's basic overview. That's the basic overview of everything. Again, if you have any other questions that you need answered or clarified before you start your enrollment process, please feel free to reach out to me via email or messenger, or comment down in this comment section. And then also, if you want to go ahead with the enrollment process, comment in the comment section enrollment, and I will send you the link to go ahead and get you started. And please, if you're going through with the enrollment process, please be sure to input my FEIN for the referral, and then also for the IBO. So, and then I'll also give you those numbers with the link. All right, you guys, thanks so much for you stopping by. I thank you so much for responding. Hopefully you're here because you've been invited for a 10 a.m. or 1 p.m. session. I really appreciate you. And if you're not here during the live taping of this, thank you so much for watching the encore. You're super important to me, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Okay, thank you all, and have a good evening or have a good day.